books on this show. And I'm going to ask you, what 3 books have you read that have changed your lives that you would recommend to our book-loving audience out there?
I think when I was 20, so still everything was black and white, as I said at the beginning.
I was a socialist when I was young.
I was reading. I was really fan of a book from Hermann Hesse, which is a German author, which is Siddhartha. Siddhartha is a Sanskrit word which means achieving the goal, basically. And it's without going into too much detail, it's about a life cycle of a guy where he went from leaving everything which is material apart, then being rich, falling in love with somebody, and the woman actually said, "I only want you if you're rich." So he started being rich. Then he figured out that actually the richness doesn't give you spirituality and fulfillment in your life. So he became poor again, and he get rid of it. And at the end, he was actually living with the river. And I think what the message of this book is somewhere to say that the world is something complete. It's not only one side of the coin, it's the other side as well. And these two together form the world. And that's what I, in a way, probably still have with me today by saying, always put yourself in the shoes of the other, try to understand the other. And then it's so much easier, and you better grab the completeness in the world.
But it's not an easy thing to do. I've said that before. But anyway, your second book, Ambassador?
My second book, I think, is on communication. It's from Fleming. It's about, I think the title is, it's not what you say, but how you say it. I think I have not to go in more detail on that. And I have done a lot on communication. I have a degree in communication as well, and I really believe in with a good communication, you can make such a difference. You can get the narrative right. You can talk in the right way to people.
The third book?
The third book, I have to make a choice, I think, between change management in Europe. Maybe it's from a Dutch author. It's Gerd Mark. It's called In Europe. It's actually, when you talk about Africa, you have Africa. When you talk about Europe, you see Europe. But it comes down to a lot of little things. And this guy actually was traveling around Europe. And instead of saying, I'm Germany, Germany is this and that, he was just taking the little details. When you're in Berlin, you take a historical detail. You go to Waterloo in Belgium, there was a big fight under Napoleon. You go to Auschwitz, there was the concentration camp of the Nazis, etc. So you see it, and you see it under the little things. And the little things actually make Europe live in a way, in a way which is so diverse that it's very interesting to look at that. And and why did it struck me? Because the motto of the European Union is united in diversity. It's not combating diversity.
No.
It's embracing diversity. And if there's a lesson which we learned after the Second World War, which was probably most devastating war we had so far, is to say, well, if I look at the other and I just look at why is he different, I will never make it. So I just look at the other and say, oh, he's different, but that's interesting for me. United in diversity.
Wow.